How can I repay you?
こうやって抱いていて。
Holding me.
We f***ed, Ronnie.
Did we?
I think so, because you're butt naked and I'm butt naked.
No, I wanted to be tough.
No!
Weekly checkups. Interesting.
It looks like someone sprayed the walls with pig guts from the ceiling to the floor. What color should the walls of the hospital be? White, of course, and the creatures of rotten flesh shambling around me. I'm sure this hallway just looks just as white as it should. I know intellectually that the walls are white. I know that the flesh beasts are really human. I'm the one with the problem, and it's because I've accepted this that I'm able to lead something approaching a normal life. Even if my university's medical department is nowhere near as good as T University's, I'm still a medical student specializing in neurology. I have a basic idea of what happened to me, though it's hard to believe. This isn't a pathological condition, it's probably some form of agnosia unlike anything that has ever been studied before. The flesh beast called Tombo Ryoko said that other patients had developed neurological disorders after receiving the same treatment I did. So I guess I'm just another failure. It makes me want to laugh in that know-it-all doctor's face. That said, I don't blame the doctors who operated on me. After all, I do owe them my life. I know as well as anyone how low the chance of success was, and that I had no other hope of survival. I was unlucky, that's all there is to it. The point is that my condition isn't treatable. Just like someone adapting to a hearing aid or a wheelchair, I have no choice but to adapt to this nauseating scenery. Of course it's hard, it wasn't easy to resign myself to this fate. But now there's more than just despair. Even for me, there is a glimmer of hope. Keeping my eye on my feet, I hurry home. My eyes.
Just one.
I live in a quiet suburban neighborhood, in a house that's too large for me alone. My parents, even unluckier than I was, died in the accident 3 months ago. I couldn't even go to the funeral for being in intensive care. I had to sell my father's business, but at least that left me with the house and enough money to live on for a while. Of course I'm sad, but the accident took more than just my parents. In fact, being on my own has probably saved me. If they were still alive, my parents would never have allowed me to live with some strange girl.
My bitches.
おかえり。
Alright, Ronnie, this is you!
Welcome home.
Oh god. I love it. As I open the door, a bright voice greets me from the kitchen. The voice is beautiful and clear as a bell. Human. Its sweet sound washes a day's cacophony from my memory.
ただいまさや。
I'm home, Saya. Even the patter of feet coming down the hallway is music to my ears. Nowhere else in the city can I hear such footsteps. Only in this house, with Saya, am I so privileged.
遅かったね。
Oh, what the
ちょ
fuck?
っと心配しちゃったぞ。
Yeah, Ronnie, you're a little girl! Again.
What? You're late. I was a little worried.
ごめんよ。
That'll get him.
今日は病院に寄っていく日だったから。
Sorry, I had to stop by the hospital today.
あー、そうだっけ。
Ah, that was today?
Sorry.
How dare you?
In her smile and the inquisitive tilt of her head is everything that I have lost. Since my accident, this girl is the only person I've met, perhaps the only person in the entire world who does not trigger my cognitive disorder. True, her skin's... What?
She's not real. She's not real.
She's not real.
Not
True, her skin seems too white and the color of her eyes and hair is probably different in reality, but even so, her form is undeniably human. And it's not just her appearance and her voice either. As I bend down to... Okay, yeah, she's probably 12.
She looks 12.
As I bend down to take off my shoes, Saya wraps her arms around my neck and pulls me gently into her chest.
What chest?
Her skin feels truly human, not cold or slimy, and from her hair wafts a sweet, feminine fragrance. In all the world, only Saya is pleasing to my 5 senses. And what's more, she smiles at me, embraces me. She knows that she is my salvation and for some reason is happy that I need her. If I had not met Saya, if I had been all alone in this twisted, filth-ridden world, I would no doubt have succumbed to madness. It is no exaggeration to say that Saya alone is keeping me alive.
今日は一日どうしてた？
What did you do today?
今の模様替えもう半分ぐらい塗り終わったよ。で今はね、文則の晩ご飯作ってるの。昼間テレビで作り方やってたから。
Worked on the living room, the painting's half done, and now I'm gonna make dinner like I learned from TV.
Okay, give me 1 second, Ronnie.
Also, what's up with her eye? You see her eye?
What?
One eye is like, it's on like the other side of her face.
I think that's just the art style. This is like kind of like a, not very popular game, but it's still, it's still got some popularity, It's just like, it's an indie game, so it's not gonna have like the same, like,
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, are you playing full screen?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, that's all.
そうか。楽しみだな。
Sounds good.
もうちょっと時間かかりそうなの。待っててくれる？
It'll take a little longer. Can you wait?
いいよ。じゃあ、僕は今の続きをやってる。
Sure, I'll do some more work in the living room. After I see the humming Saya off to the kitchen, I step into the living room.
What the fuck?
I realized one day if the natural colors of the world were sickening, all I had to do was paint over them with colors that seemed pleasant. Went to the hardware store and bought every color of paint I could find. Then Saya and I tried different combinations until we found one that worked. After painting the bedroom from ceiling to floor, I was finally able to get my first good night's sleep since the accident. When we first started on the living room, Saya, unsure what to do with the curtains, just painted carefully around the windows. Without a moment's hesitation, I tore the curtains down and painted over the glass itself. There will never be anything out there that I'd want to see, and as long as we keep the storm shutters closed, the neighbors probably won't think of anything of it.
ご飯できたよ。
Dinner's ready.
こっちで食べよう。持ってきてくれるか？
Can you bring it in here? As she enters the living room with a tray of fruits, Saya sniffs the air.
ペンキの匂い平気？
The paint smell doesn't bother you?
Now that she mentions it, I suppose the smell of paint thinner must be building up in this closed room. It doesn't really bother me though. There are far worse smells outside.
さやは嫌いかい？
Does it bother you?
平気。文則が大丈夫ならいい。
No, I'm fine if you are.
Saya sets the food on the table. Unfortunately, neither its color nor its smell. Unfortunately, neither its color nor its smell is at all appetizing. Not that food elsewhere is any
い
different.
ただきます。
Thanks, Saya. As has become routine, I still myself and methodically transport the food into my mouth. The taste is gut-wrenching as expected, but it's not Saya's fault. I'm sure she made it exactly like the cooking show said, and it's just that my taste buds can't accept it.
美味しくない？
It's not good?
She asks hesitantly.
まあね。
Well, no.
Damn.
Lying won't make Saya happy. She knows about my condition.
気にしないで。明日はまた別のものを作ってあげるから。
Don't worry about it. I'll make something different tomorrow.
ごめんな、いつも。せっかく作ってくれたのに。
Sorry. You always go to the trouble of cooking, but I...
いいのよ。こうやっていろいろ試していけば、いつか文則でも美味しく食べられるメニューが見つかるかもしれないじゃない。
It's fine. If I keep trying, maybe I'll find something you'll like.
In my current state, eating is nothing more than an unwelcome duty. As much as I hate it, I need food to survive. If I stay alive, then perhaps one day, as Saya says, I'll be able to taste something delicious again. I met Saya, didn't I?
さやは食べないの？
Aren't you going to eat?
私はもう済ましたから。
No, I already ate.
In all the time we've been together, Saya has never once eaten with me. I don't know why she refuses to do so. It makes me a little sad. Still, I'm not about to push the issue. Not when she's putting up with all the trouble, with all the problems I have.
そういえば今日もう一度病院で君のお父さんのこと聞いてみた。
By the way, I asked about your father again.
パパの
You did?
Dr. Ogai Masahiko is Saya's father and her only living relative. Saya has asked me to unravel the mystery of his
やっ
disappearance.
ぱり何も教えてくれない。何か隠している雰囲気なんだが。
They still wouldn't tell me anything. I get the feeling they're hiding something.
そう
Oh,
I expected Saya to be a little more disappointed.
心配じゃないのかい、お父さんのこと。
You haven't given up, have you?
ううんそういうわけじゃないの
no.
She says, Saya responds with an unreadable expression. Sorry.
It's not that.
She gives a little shake of her head and smiles at me once again.
ありがとう海のり私のためにいろいろと
Thanks for all you're doing for me.
君はそれ以上のことを僕のためにしてくれるんだ。
It's nothing compared to what you've done for me. I thank her for the meal and set my chopsticks down next to the perfectly clean plate. As wretched as the taste was, thinking of the care that Saya put into it gave me the strength to finish every bite.
じゃあお風呂にする
I told you she's not real. Is it bath time?
ま
I know where this is going.
あまた背中流してくれるか。
Alright, Ronnie, did I tell you that this is actually a 18 plus game?
Well.
Yeah. Yeah, will you wash my back again?
Sure. Take your pants off.
Ever since I moved in, it's been like having my own wife. Yeah, we're married now, Ronnie. Can't go back now.
Shit, I'd wife me up.
Saya, why are you so good to me? Is this truly what you want? What am I? That can give yourself... Wait, what am I? That you can give yourself to me, body and soul? Is this merely sympathy? Do you pity me, the exile from society? Is that enough for you to surrender yourself to such mad desire? Are you so wonton? What the fuck's that mean?
You're so wonton.
Wonton soup?
Yeah, I was thinking soup too.
Saya's here. She is with me now. Only in this moment is her existence certain. Only when I am joined with her can I believe. No matter what cruel fate might await me, Saya, there is nothing I fear more than losing you.
海のり泣いてるの
Fuminori, are you crying, bitch?
Fuck you! Fuck out of my bed! I realize that my cheeks are wet with tears.
どうしてなんださよ。
Something else too.
なぜ僕にここまでしてくれる。
You're gross. Why, Saya? Why do you go so far from
海
me?
のり
Fuminori.
わからないんだ。わからないのに僕だけがどんどん君に惹かれていく。君なしちゃ耐えられなくなっていく。
I don't understand it. I don't. But I'm losing myself to you more every day. I can't live without you, Saya.
And put a ring on it.
I wrap my arms tighter around her, praying that our bodies will melt together and never again be apart.
教えてくれ。どうすれば君を失わずにいられる。僕は何をすればいい。どうやって君に報いればいい。
Tell me, please, what must I do to keep you with me? How can I repay you?
こうやって抱いていて
Keep holding me.
We fucked, Ronnie.
Did we?
I think so, because you're butt ass naked and I'm butt ass naked.
No, I wanted to be tough.
No! Saya whispers into my
海
chest.
のりに抱いてもらうの大好きずっ
I want
と
to
一
stay
緒
like this
に
forever.
こうしていたいだから私は海のりから離れたりしない
Damn, bitch. I want to stay like this forever. I won't leave you, Fuminori.
なぜ僕なんだ。
Why? Why me?
それはね海のりが一人ぼっちだから
Because You're all alone.
She says softly, gazing up into my
そ
eyes.
れはさやも一人ぼっちだったから。
All alone. Just like me.
The sorrow in her voice resonates with my own. There's a deep loneliness in her eyes, a loneliness from which now springs boundless affection.
だからさやにも文則しかいないの。
You're all I have.
この世でただ一人だけ私を抱きしめてくれる大好きな文則。
In the whole wide world, only you will embrace me, my precious Fuminori.
Now I know. No matter what horrors this world unleashes upon me, all I've ever needed is Saya. Or all I'll
Yeah,
ever
bro,
need
kinda-
is Saya. What?
Kind of falling in love with you.
Yeah. Ronnie the dick too good, boy! Yo's determined to talk to him today. Nothing will happen as long as she hesitates. It will only prolong her suffering. The time has come to show courage once again.
God damn, what the fuck? What is up with this? Some of the arts.
What do you mean?
It's like a wet shirt, but also like
Oh.
vacuum sealed.
Vacuum sealed.
They don't make shirts like that.
It was fourth period on Thursday's biology. This is her one chance to see Fuminori. As a required course with many students, the lecture is held in a large hall that can seat well over 200. But since the room is usually only half full, it is really difficult for Yo to find the seat she wants. Yo prefers to sit near the center, where it is easier to hear the professor. Most of the students congregate in this area for the same reason. Fuminori usually sits beside her, although given the ambiguous state of their relationship, she knows better than to take this for granted. Still, she tries to save a seat whenever possible. The classroom isn't crowded today, so Yo is able to see her bag on the seat next to her without inconveniencing anyone. But when the professor arrives at the usual time to start class, there is still no sign of Fuminori. After waiting for about 10 minutes, Yo scans the room furtively. Fuminori is there, sitting alone in the far back corner. Did he miss Yo when he came in? No, he couldn't have. And besides, no serious student would willingly sit so far away from the front. Feeling miserable, Yo slides her bag back over to herself. Fuminori is out the door the moment class ends. Yo barely manages to catch up to him before he disappears down the hall.
咲坂さん
Fuminori. Fuminori jerks at the sound of his name. You would think she just screamed at him.
何か
What? He turns to her and asks reluctantly. Now that they are face to face, Yo is painfully aware of how much weight Fuminori has lost. His sunken eyes and protruding cheekbones are a far cry from the features familiar to her. She wonders whether he's under a lot of stress or perhaps not getting enough nutrition. Maybe it's both. Definitely looks more tense than he should, afraid even, though of what she can't imagine. His eyes move restlessly from point to point, and when he refuses to look Yo in the eye. It hurts to see Fuminori this way. What could have changed him so? Today, she reminds herself of rekindling the flame of courage in her heart.
お話があるんです。ちょっといいですか？
I want to talk to you about something. You have some time? The courtyard is empty and silent. No one is willing to sit and chat in the cold November air.
話って何
So, what is it? Don't you remember? Yo almost blurts the question, but manages to keep her composure.
咲坂さん、最近ちょっと様子が変です。
You've been
見
acting
てて心配になります。
fucking.
No.
You've been acting strange lately. I'm worried about you.
そうかもね。
Well.
まあ、あんな目にあった後だから。
Well, a lot's happened. He smiles like it's nothing, but even that seemed forced. Oh fuck.
Nasty bitch.
Fuck you. He's even
Man.
standing one pace farther away from her than he used to.
本当に れだけなんですか？
Is that really all?
君にはそれだけじゃないように見えるのかい？
What more do you want? Yo manages to keep from flinching at the harshness of his tone.
何か我慢してるみたいに見えます。
It's like you're struggling with something.
Existence is pain, bitch.
Rather than Wait, did you say existence is pain?
It is, but
It is. Rather than answer, Fuminori grinds his toe into the dead grass at his feet. Fearing that her determination might flag, Yo lets the words come as they may.
どうしようもないものを無理して壊れそうになるほど頑張って我慢してるみたいに。
It's like there's a terrible weight on your shoulders, and it's slowly breaking you.
今の咲坂さんはそう見えます。
That's how you look to me.
そうかい。
Oh, really? Fuminori mutters through his clenched teeth, no longer trying to deny or change the topic. This is an even clearer signal of rejection than his prior evasiveness. But Yo's determination is strong. Today, at least, she won't back down.
友達ってこんな時のためにいると思うんです。
It's time like these, she implores, trying to convey the sincerity of her feelings for him, that you need friends.
ご家族のことは本当に残念だったと思います。
I feel really bad about your parents.
でも咲坂さんは一人ぼっちじゃありません。トノオくんやオミちゃんやそれに
But you're not alone. You have Koji and Omi, and
私がいます。
you have me. Yo can no longer stop the words pouring from her lips. She fears that if she does not unleash her feelings now, they will be lost forever.
一人で背負い込んだりしなくても私たちで何とかできることだってあると思うんです。
I think we can help you. You don't have to deal with it all by yourself.
たとえ何もできないにしても話してさえくれればあなたが少しでも楽になるかもしれない。
Even if we can't do anything, just talking to us might make you feel better.
私咲坂さんの力になりたいんです。他のみんなも同じ気持ちだと。
I want to help you. We all do. So please tell me.
やめてくれ。
Stop it. Fuminori shouts, silencing Yo's entreaty. She promised herself that she wouldn't back down, but Fuminori's expression is terrible enough to shatter her resolve. The look in his eyes is not anger or any other warm-blooded emotion. It is hate. Murderously cold hate.
そういえば君には一つ返事しなきゃいけない要件があったね。
What'd you say?
he pulls out a gun.
It just starts blasting.
School shooting.
Come to think of it, I never gave you an answer, did I? He remembers. He remembers and still has treated her so coldly. That is all the answer she needs. If his words stab any deeper, she might very well die.
僕は君のことをとりわけ特別に意識したことなんてなかった。君に好意を持たれてもどう接すればいいのか迷ってた。
I never saw you in any special way before. When you asked me out, I wasn't sure how to respond.
僕が君のことどう思ってるのか正直な気持ちが自分でもわからなかったから。
I didn't know how I really felt about you then.
咲坂さん。
Fuminori.
でもね、今ではもうはっきりと答えが出てる。あれから考える時間だけはたっぷりとあったからね。
And now I can give you an answer. I've had plenty of time to think it over, you know.
筑波さん、
You're about to kill her.
僕はあんたのことが大嫌いだ。顔も見たくない。
This guy's a dickhole, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why am I such an asshole, Ronnie? I hate you, Tsukuba. I don't even want to look at you. Don't cry, Yo tells herself, but too late to stop the tears pouring from her
も
eyes.
う二度と会いたくないっていうのは無理だね。同じ学校に通ってるんだし。
I suppose it's too much to hope I'd never see you again. We do go to the same school.
だからせめて
What the
今
fuck?
後は僕に声をかけないでくれないか？目障りなんだよ。つくづ
Holy
く。
fuck! So just make this the last time you speak to me, okay? Your voice makes me sick. Dude, this guy, I'm an asshole, dude.
The worst he can say is no.
I know, dude. Holy fuck. How can you be so cruel? Yo whispers in shock and despair. To which Fuminori twists his lips into a malevolent smile.
君さ
Yeah, look at that shit eating.
少しは頭を冷やした方が良かったんだよ。どうせ大宮浩二にけしかけられてその気になってただけなんだろ。
You should really try thinking for yourself once in a while. I bet it was Koji and Omi's idea, wasn't it?
自分一人でのぼせてる分には勝手だけどさ、他人を巻き込むなって言うんだ。
Well, you can play at love all you want, but leave me out of it. That's all Yo can take. Even after shedding tears in front of him, she absolutely refuses to let him hear her cry. Any disgrace would be preferable to breaking down here. So she runs, fleeing breathlessly from the courtyard with Fuminori's cold smile at her back.
God damn.
I know,
ruthless.
dude. Just
You're a
ripped into
dickhead.
this little girl, dude.
This little girl.
I'm a dickhead. It's a character.
Yeah, you got one bitch at the house and you think you're all that.
Omi was the first to catch sight of Yo and Fuminori leaving for the courtyard. Reluctant to interpret them, but still unwilling to leave them alone, she and Koji ended up watching the whole thing from the shadows.
あいつ
That asshole. Throughout the exchange, Omi was clearly itching to jump out and punch Fuminori in the face. Knowing her temper, Koji kept firm hold of her arm until the end. If he hadn't, she might very well have done it. Fuminori leaves after Yo, his every step seeming to take an act of willpower. Koji sighs heavily. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, go for it.
Koji sighs heavily into the once more empty courtyard, but the bitter taste in his mouth would not go away.
どうしちまったんだかな、あいつは。
What's wrong with him?
Even Koji cannot forgive Fuminori's treatment of Yo. However, the first thing that he feels is confusion, not anger. Koji has known Fuminori since long before college. Fuminori was never this cruel before. There's no question now that the accident changed him.
ねえコージこのまま放っておくつもり
Are you just gonna let this go?
放っておきたくないにしたって、俺たちに何ができる？
I don't want to, but what can we do?
覗き見よりマシなことよ
Something besides watch. What? Omi shouts, her face red with fury.
私咲坂くんに一言言ってやらなきゃ気が済まないわ
I won't be satisfied until I give him a piece of my mind.
それで筑波の気が晴れるってもんでもないだろうに。
That'll make Tsukuba feel better.
だったら私のキーだけでも晴らすわよ
But it'll make me feel better. Yono and Omi are best friends, just like Koji and Fuminori. In fact, it was the relationship between Koji and Omi that brought the other two together. Omi's anger is only natural.
私咲坂くんと二人だけで話してみたいわコージはついてこなくてもいいから
I'm gonna talk to him alone. You don't have to come.
本気かよ。
I'm coming. You serious?
その代わりヨウのことを見ていてあげてあの子多分心底傷ついてるから
Take care of Yo for me, will you? She's probably really hurt.
泣き終わった後で誰かの優しさが必要になると思う
She'll need someone to be nice to her after she's done crying.
なあ、それって俺とお前の役回りが逆じゃないのか？
Wait. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. That's you.
Dumbass. You're the first one. Wait, shouldn't we switch jobs?
私みたいな性格だとね慰め役は無理励ますつもりで余計に傷跡広げちゃうのがオチなのよ
Well,
I've been yelling too. I don't know why.
it's because it's reading a lot.
Yeah, fuck reading.
You know how I am. If I try to comfort her, I'll end up making it worse.
なるほど。納得いった。
Yeah, you've got a point.
あ嫌な言い方
Hey,
じゃあまあ、そっちはほどほどにしとけよな。
Anyway, just go easy, okay?
ending the conversation before Omi's mood gets any worse, Koji heads off to find Yo. I
The
feel
scenery.
Yeah, I know. I feel awful. miserable, but also refreshed. I finally crossed the line. I knew it would come crashing down like this sooner or later. Having become unable to feel anything but disgust for other people, there was no way I could hope to maintain the relationships I'd had before the accident. Today's incident will definitely get back to Koji and Omi, and everyone will be convinced I've had a major change of character. Honestly, I don't care anymore. At least I probably won't be committed for this. I just need to avoid acting any stranger than I already have. If this puts a rift between me and the others, good. The thought of all the stress I'll avoid brings a smile to my lips. I'm fed up with them sticking their noses into my life. Like they don't care that they make my gut turn just by being near them. I've been terrified of them until now, but today I struck fear into one of them. In that sense, it's something of relief. I'm not entirely without remorse for what happened. The person I just demolished with the verbal equivalent of a nuclear bomb used to be my friend Yo. Even if my senses don't believe it, my mind accepts the theory. I don't have any particular grudge against Yo herself, and I didn't want to hurt her. In retrospect, perhaps I should have just ignored her outright. Yo was an attractive girl. I certainly didn't think badly of her. To be honest though, I was annoyed when Koji and Omi tried to stick us together. I feel like they were using us as entertainment, and Yo seemed totally oblivious to the fact that she was just dancing to their tune. Her cluelessness was irritating. Still, I knew that none of them meant any harm. Back then, I didn't have any reason to hurt others just to get my way. If having a casual relationship with Yo would keep our circle of friends together, I was willing to make that compromise. Now, however, there is no room in my heart for such forbearance. If merely talking to someone is an ordeal, then how can I be expected to show them kindness? These ruminations have left me exhausted. I want to return to Saya as soon as possible, but thinking about the packed trains and crowded downtown streets between here and home saps my spirit. Catching sight of a nearby bench, I sit down and close my eyes to the horrors of the world. Can't do anything about the stink of the noise, but at least I can calm my nerves enough to rest.